We are 2 months away from the end of 2025, and this year taught a lot of buyers one painful lesson. Do not regret what you didn't buy. I'm Madison.
I'm Michelle.
We are from Million Dollar Move. Because this year, we've seen a lot of homes sell out even before public launch. And at the same time, HDB resale prices started to soften. So today, let's walk through what really happened in 2025. What data tells us, what stories reveal, and what we are seeing ahead for 2026. Because history might just repeat itself. In 2025, we saw a year of strong foundation, not just speculation. Because despite the cooling measure where SSD readjusted up from 3 years to 4 years, buying continued in the market. Most projects were already sold more than 50% during the bulk and loyalty priority booking. And then when it comes to the public launch day, it's 80 to 99% sold. And here's what people don't realize about these numbers and what it actually reflects. Buyers who were buying actually have holding power for at least 4 years. Otherwise, seller's stamp duty will kick in if they sell before the 4th year. So in the news, you have already seen our population grew and savings remained strong. And with the softening of interest rates, launches did extremely well. Despite everything, cooling measure, your geopolitical uncertainty, the property market held steady because long-term investors are not chasing the hype. They are buying for Singapore's stability.
So, that's how I know this. I have this 5-room flat at Sengkang, high floor, close to 2 MRT, and then there's a lot of coffee shop around, and there's 2 more, a lot of amenities. But I have no call,
Okay.
No buyer call and very little of the co-broke agent call also. And then I feel like, very weird, So I go to a property guru. Then I scroll around, then I saw that, oh my God, you know how many listings? There's 300 over 5-room flat, Only 5-room flat is about 300 over units for sale.
That's a lot
in the market. Yeah. So I really shocked. So after I knowing all this, so I think it wasn't that buyer disappear, is the buyer is diluted out already. And then now we have this a lot of BTO exercise. And okay, one of the things that I think a lot of people may not notice on that is now for the BTO, we have a shortened period of waiting time. There's only 3 years. So I guess this is most probably one of the factors that is
pulling away demand.
Yeah, that's where I got no calls. Yes, market. Correct. Yep. So not only this 5-room flat, I have another one, $1 million HDB. Sure, right? $1 million HDB, right? So after marketing, we got a buyer. Okay, so seal the deal, buyer go and apply the valuation. So I let you guess, what's the valuation amount?
How much was the closing price?
My closing price 1.2xx mil.
So must be 1.1 something lah. But don't know 1.1x the high or the low.
Tell you, it's shock everyone. When the buyer received the valuation amount is only at 1.12 million. Our closing price is 1.2xx now, so it's about 100 over 1,000 K of COV. So the buyer couldn't proceed, and then remarket. Here we issue a second OTP, and the valuation slightly rose a bit, 15K additional. So I thought okay, this time should be soon, okay already. End up, buyer not confident and didn't exercise again. Oh my God. So no choice, continue marketing. So eventually the third buyer come in at a lower price. So that is where I knew that the market is start correcting. So not crashing, okay, but adjusting to reality.
Adjusting back to maybe the true value.
Right.
Without the COV.
Yes. So when buyers stop paying premium and seller become more realistic, so that's how market balance itself lah. And this is healthy because stability build confidence. So in today's market, buyers really take their own sweet time to go and find their dream homes. Even though they found something that they like, they also really take their times to do all the homework, to make sure that they are not overpay. Yeah, so they don't want to pay the kind of high COV to the owner already. And for seller, so they learn to adapt. So if they are buying another home, they know that they have to sell it first because today market, it may not be like previously. You put on market very fast, there's a buyer come and snatch it. So they will need to sell first and to avoid the ABSD. So I always share my clients or those that is buying their first home, there is no one size fits all answer. So if you're interested to do an upgrade or buy your first property, just WhatsApp us. So recently, I actually met this couple. They actually have an intention to upgrade from their condo to a landed. So this is a husband dream. So after I met them and then I do the financials calculations, actually their numbers are very healthy and they are fit to go. But they are so worried and they are get stuck there. So it's not that they couldn't afford. It's because they are so fear and there's a lot of concern stopping them. So they keep asking me, what if they sell already, they couldn't find a landed that they want? Or like maybe they sell it too fast? Yeah, the kind of things like, should I do now or should I wait some more? So this is totally a valid concern. But here's the things. In Singapore, if you want to buy without paying ABSD, you have to sell your property first in order for you to no need to pay the ABSD. But of course, there's another way that you can purchase first and then in a 6-month time, then you sell. But this I feel is very, very risky. There's a lot of risk that the seller have to take. So what if your buyer has some issue in between the process, then you cannot complete your selling, and then how you go and proceed to your purchase, right? So you will get stuck. So I told them opportunity is only give to those that is ready, right? So in fact, to sell the property first, you get ready all the fund and we actually prepare their loan. And so when there is a good unit coming up, so immediately they can take action. So even though, like let's say you sell already, by the time you sell already, you also haven't found something that you like. We also have the backup plan. We can always go for a short-term rent. So if you never take the first step, that you will never move forward, not to worry.
We are here to guide you.
Yes. So it's like you want to patol, you want to find girlfriend or boyfriend. So if you are not ready, there's a handsome guy or pretty woman come, you also cannot take action. Right? Okay, you don't laugh. Okay.
It's true.
Yes, okay.
You also reject the right one.
Because upgrading your home is not just about numbers, it's about mindset and you have to be ready. Yeah. So because fear actually will only stop you. You cannot move forward.
Hold you back.
Yep.
Only hold you back.
Yes. So if you are still sitting on the fence and not taking any actions, just remember your dream home won't wait forever. So that's all about 2025 and we are going to welcome 2026. Are you excited?
Quite. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, because we saw the list of 2026 upcoming launches lah. So quite exciting. Yeah.
Yep.
So some of the sites actually haven't had any new launches for quite some time already. Those places like Chenchuru, Tengah Garden, a very new township with a lot of BTO over there. Then you have Tampines, the Dorset area. Then of course the blockbuster launches, right? Thomson View and
Bayshore.
Right.
So for 2026, we are expected strong take-up. So especially for larger unit like 3-bedder or 4-bedder. So why I say so is because our major pool of buyer are actually from HDB upgraders. So actually, I want to share this chart with you all. It's like, okay, you can see that this orange, this blue bar is all the HDB that is going to MOP. Like let's say this is a 2026 and then this 2027. So 2026, like we can see, like we close to about like probably 10K. And then 2027, oh my God, that we are hitting about close to 25,000. And then followed by 2028, nearly close to 20K. So we actually will have a lot of HDB is being MOP start from 2026. Okay, then what is this orange line here is the private TOP unit. So we can see from 2026 to 2029, we are actually have quite, I would say quite low. Yeah, the stock to be, to TOP for private properties. So from here we can see doing this part. When the MOP, the HDB MOP unit is very high and our private TOP the stock is low, so we can see this green line is a private property price is actually
on the rise.
Yeah, on the rise. So here we are actually like facing the same situation here, right? You can see, right, the MOP unit is getting higher. So for this point, what do you think? It will be slow and steady going up, or you would think that is a crash? What do you think?
Possible crash lah.
Not possible crash.
Yeah.
So I would say like the government also doing a lot of things. I would say that the price probably will go slow and steady, will still in the upward trends due to all the some HDB upgraders and with a low supply of the private property TOP.
There's one insider sign that we always watch out for, and that's when we agents, right, start to get inquiries even before the show flat launches or even the project has any information, right? It's maybe due to news coverage or whatever. So these launches, right, highly likely they will fly, right? Like what happened in 2025, like that.
Yeah, like Zion Grand, Sky Holland, Penrith.
Yeah.
It's like crazy, you know.
So next year's blockbuster we've mentioned just now,
Thomson
View and Bayshore. Yeah. If you are still waiting for the big price drop, here's my honest take, right? Unless there's some global crisis or another COVID, even COVID also didn't happen, right?
Correct.
It didn't trigger
go up.
It didn't trigger a price drop. Or maybe a drastic policy shift, like a reduction of your loan to valuation from 75 to maybe 70, 60 something, I don't know, right?
Yeah.
That will reduce your borrowing power. So that one maybe, will cause a price adjustment on the downside. But otherwise, we are really not seeing that happen. So because fundamentally, right, we are seeing interest rate dropping, right, the adjustment from the Fed side, the US side, and then employment remains strong. And because interest rates are getting cut from the high, right, of 4.x% to today about 1.5%, right? And fundamentally, employment still remains strong and affordability is still within reach for many dual income families based on our research. So with that in mind, prices will continue on a slow but steady upward path.
So if 2025 taught us not to regret what we didn't buy, 2026 is all about preparations and getting yourself ready.
Because history tends to repeat itself, especially in Singapore's property market. The question is, will you be ready this time? If you want to understand how to plan your next move, let's have a chat and book your non-obligatory property consultation in our link below.